Phones put away. Our attention on Ryan.
As a college student, I know I'm always trying to save some money whenever I can, and I'm sure a lot of you are too. One easy way to save a couple bucks is by doing your own oil change on your car, instead of taking it to an auto shop. Oil changes are one of the most important things you need to do to maintain your car and keep it running for a long time. In Deanne Sklar's 2019 book, Auto Repair for Dummies, she suggests that you do an oil change about every 3,000 miles. Over the past 3 years, I've been doing my own oil changes on my car, and today I'm here to show you how to do it step by step, following 3 main steps: draining the oil, replacing the oil filter, and filling your car with the new oil. To do an oil change, you're going to need a few things. First, you're going to need your new oil. You can buy this at a gas station. It comes in quart-sized containers. Second, you're going to need to buy an oil filter, which you can find online specific to your car. You're also going to need some wrenches, a bucket, jack stands, a jack, some towels, and a funnel. The first step in draining your oil is to turn on your car and let it run for about 5 minutes. This just gets the oil warmed up and it'll make it drain out easier. Once your car's been running for a while, you can turn it off, put the parking brake on, and put it on jack stands. Make sure it's securely on the jack stands because you're going to be crawling underneath the car and you don't want it to fall on you. So once it's on the jack stand securely, you're safe to go underneath. Underneath the car, you're going to be looking for the oil drain plug, which looks like the thing on the top left. When you find the oil drain plug, you're going to unscrew it using one of your wrenches and let the oil drain out into a bucket. Be careful because the oil might be hot at this point. As the oil is draining into the bucket, you can go up to the top of your engine and find the oil filler cap. This cap is plastic and has an oil symbol on it. It's on the top of your engine. When you find this cap, just unscrew it, and this lets the air go into the system to push out all of the dirty oil. While the oil is draining out, you can get started on your second step, which is replacing the oil filter. To do this, you're going to have to find the oil filter housing, which is either in the engine bay near the oil dipstick, or it might be underneath the car next to where the oil is draining from. Wherever it is, find a wrench that fits and just unscrew it from your car. When you pull it out, it'll look something like this. You have the oil filter and the rubber O-ring. Your new one will come with both of these. So you're going to replace the ring and the oil filter into your same housing that you pulled out from the car. Once you do that, you can go ahead and just reinstall it back into your car. In Lisa Christensen's 2007 book, Clueless About Cars, she explains that you need to be careful of when you're tightening the oil filter housing back into the car because you can strip the threads if you over-tighten it, and this could cause a leak. After your oil filter is all replaced, you can go back underneath your car and retighten the oil drain plug once the oil is completely done draining into the bucket. Once you tighten the oil drain plug, you're ready to move on to your third and final step, which is filling the car with your new oil that you bought. Start by pouring about 4 quarts into the engine in the oil filler hole where you took the cap off earlier on. After you pour about 4 quarts, you're going to look at the dipstick. The dipstick has 2 lines on it. You want the level to be somewhere in between the 2 lines. If it's still a little below the 2 lines, keep adding oil in about half a quart increments until it's at the proper level. Once it is at the proper level, you're ready to go on a test drive. Go for about 5-10 minute drive and come back and check the level once again on your dipstick. If it's still in between those lines, then you're good to go. But if it's a little low, which it might be, just add oil until it's at the proper level. At this point, you're pretty much done with the oil change, but there's one important step that you have to make sure you do, which is getting rid of your used oil and oil filter. 1 quart of oil can pollute up to 250,000 gallons of water, as noted in the 2020 article titled Education in Non-Point Source Pollution Prevention in the Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection. Take your used oil and oil filter to an auto parts store where they can recycle it. Well, there you have it. Those are all the steps of how to do an oil change on your car by yourself. Like I said before, this is a good way to save some cash that you would be paying someone else to do it for you. So next time your oil light comes on your car, I urge you to try to change it by yourself. Thank you.